Welcome to All Inspired, where we like to do all things inspiring, which means that we like to do a lot of homemaking content over here. And I tell you all the tips and the tricks that I've learned along the way. I've actually been in the cleaning industry for about 10 years, and I am going to show you how you can do a deep clean on your bathroom in 30 minutes. It is simplify. I give you all the tips and the tricks that you need to make sure that you can get your bathroom cleaned. And the first tip is just clear everything off and just start off. Make sure that you take all of the items off of the surface. You have somewhere nearby where you can set them down, and make sure that you have all your supplies that you need before you even start cleaning. Carry a little caddy, put it underneath your sink, make sure you have everything that you need with you, but then just go in and start tackling all the tasks once you have all of the items. I am doing a deep clean, not just a wipe down, a very thorough deep clean in 30 minutes. I'm starting off over here with the sink, the mirror, and the cabinet fronts. I do actually forget about the cabinet fronts, which is so important for you to have that cleaning supplies nearby. That way you can grab it, clean that area real quick, and then go back to what you need to do. I'm also going over these mirrors with a dry cloth, and the reason is because if you have any little built up fuzzies that can come from toilet paper, your linens, or just dust built up on your mirror, or even some smears on the mirror, you can use a microfiber towel, more particularly the oldest microfiber towel you own, and go over it, and that will do the trick to make sure it gets all that dust, smear, fuzzies, and all that off. Now I'm going along and I'm doing the sinks. I wanted to do a very thorough deep clean. That's why I moved everything off of here. And then I'm going to go ahead and scrub it down with the sponge. I'm using Power Wash, and although you should absolutely check with your manufacturer, but for most stone countertops, the manufacturer does say that it is safe to use dish soap, Dawn products, Power Wash. It's okay to use those on these surfaces. However, they do recommend that you do a rinse on the product. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a very good scrub down. I'm going to rinse them off thoroughly, and then I'm going to show you my great new product that I have, this wonderful little squeegee that I'm going to use in this bathroom, and it is going to be one of the tools that helps me out so that I do not have to keep coming in here and doing deep cleans all the time. I can keep this space spruced up in between cleanings just by having this little tool. So just let's get these sinks all cleaned out, and in just a few minutes I'll show you the new squeegee that I got. Now that I got the counters thoroughly rinsed off, I'll use my squeegee just to get all the excess water off of the countertops into the sinks. This works really well. I never really thought to use it on the countertops, but as I was deep cleaning them, I figured I might as well go ahead and try it out and see if it would do a good job. And it actually did pull a lot of the water off of here. It's hard to see in these clips. However, whenever I get into the shower and I start cleaning off the glass and the window in there, you can really see that this works phenomenally. You can also use this on your mirrors. Just go ahead and if it gets steamed up in there, just use that to wipe it all down and it'll come off really great. I love this product because it is all silicone. I love that so much. It makes it so easy to use that product just because it won't come apart. It's not two different pieces. So I'll tell you some more about it just in a few minutes when we get into the shower, but I wanted to let you guys know how important it is when you are using Dawn dish soap. They do also recommend to dry the surface. So there is a 3-step process that they recommend that you use when you using Dawn dish soap on your stone counters, and it is to wash the surface, rinse the surface, and then dry the surface. That is the process that they recommend. You can look it up for your particular stone because it may be a little bit different, but generally for stones and for my stone countertop, that's why you're seeing me wash, rinse, and then dry it off, just because it gives it that most beautiful look. You don't see any like spots or streaks or anything like that. It makes it really shine and look beautiful when you go ahead and dry the surface off. Now I'm going to move along into this shower. I just want to go ahead and get these really wet. You can tell that our shower doors don't actually look that bad. They don't have any hard water buildup, which is crazy because we have hard water very badly where we live. But it's because I was able to use the squeegee to get all the water off of the doors when we shower, so it has prevented that build up on our shower doors. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get it nice and wet so that you guys can see how great this squeegee works out. I just think it's a really nice product. It's really affordable too. You can pick it up on Amazon. I will have it linked down below for you, but one of my favorite features is it has its own hanging device on the end. You know, it's the way that it's shaped. It's all one piece, and you can clearly see that it's just hanging in the shower. You can also hang it from your shower head. You can hang it from your shower rod, whatever it is that suits you in your place. I could even have hung it from the end of my little wooden bench right there. It would have hung nicely there as well. It's just wherever you want to put it, it's built in. You don't have to worry about suction cups. You don't have to worry about any the little loop or the little string that comes off of it falling apart. Like I said, I've been in the cleaning industry for a very long time, and I will tell you the majority of people that have glass shower doors have a squeegee, and it is on the floor, and it usually has some sort of dark buildup or like orangey pinkish looking buildup. That is bacteria, and the dark buildup is very likely mold because it's two separate pieces and they interlock, and you have that plastic piece and then you have the actual squeegee part that connects with the shower door. Because they're two separate pieces, it really creates a lot of area for bacteria and buildup and moisture. Because this is one solid piece, you do not have any of that issue. You just have one piece, you squeegee everything down, and you hang it right back up. I also love the fact that it is silicone, it is sleek, and it looks great. You can see it hanging right here, and it actually just looks like my fixtures. It almost is a matted black. It's because it's silicone. It's not a bright shiny plastic, and it just fits in nicely. You can see all my accents in the shower. It just works really, really well with them. This window doesn't often get wet in this shower just because of where it's placed. However, I wanted to go ahead and check it out and see how it would do on the window, because this is a frosted window, and I wondered if it would actually work well on a textured surface like that. And so I tried it out, and as you can see, it works really, really well. So in the event that I want to clean this window, it'll make it really easy. I can come in, give it a scrub down, rinse it, and then squeegee it off, and boom, it's it's all clean. It also works great for this little ledge right here that collects water, and then I can hang it up right here in my shower, connected to any part. It hangs really nicely. It doesn't have to be in any specific spot. I can hang it on the shower rod, I can hang it from the shower head, and it all works out really well. If you guys want to check one of these out, it is a lifesaver. If you have glass doors or tile showers, if you have stone countertops or anything where it collects a lot of water, this would even be useful to help clean your car, then I highly recommend. It's a great product. But I'm just going to go ahead and get scrubbing in this bathroom. I'm using Mrs. Meyer's, and I'm just going to clean away and get this shower nice and deep cleaned. The mirror and the countertop took me about 7 minutes. I'm going to go back in a few minutes and I'm going to clean the front of the counters or the cabinets as well, and that took me a couple minutes. So about 10 minutes total for the mirror, sink, and the cabinet fronts. I'm going to do this shower. It only took me about 10 minutes. I keep up on it. I do maintenance cleans. I use my squeegee to get everything nice and dry in here so that I don't have hard water buildup. I also rinse out the shower when we use it, and so I just do maintenance cleans in between so that it will keep me from having to constantly do these deep cleans. I highly recommend when you're in the shower just taking a quick minute, especially if you have a wand, just do it real good. Rinse out of your shower as well as use a squeegee just to get the shower nice and dry. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes, and when you can do that and you do not have to do deep cleans for 2 or 3 months, it is absolutely worth it. I highly recommend it. Try it out and see if it works for you. Squeegee worked really well on the herringbone tiles. I wasn't sure exactly how they do, but it did great, and it got all of that water towards the drain. And now I'm just going to give this a really good and thorough wipe down, just getting this area fresh and clean. We'll be heading on vacation quite soon, and I just want to make sure that this area is tidied up and really deep clean before we head off to Florida for a wonderful vacation. Have you guys taken any vacations this year? Where have you went, and how did your trip go? We've gone to Florida a couple years in a row and Texas, and we've had a great time. And so we have run into some hiccups along the way, but our last trip was wonderful, and I suspect this one is going to be great as well. I noticed that I forgot to get the cabinet front, so I go back and I grab my cleaning supplies. I like to keep it in that caddy right underneath our sink. It just makes it super easy for me, and I highly suggest that if you do not have the ability to keep it under your sink, at least grab a caddy. I use this one for all the bathrooms and all the cleaning upstairs on this level. It just makes it super easy, but I just keep it in our bathroom for convenience. After I got that all nice and cleaned up, I'm going to take care of these floors. I want to do a really thorough sweep, and then I'm going to come in here with that Mrs. Meyer's cleaner, and I'm just going to spray and mop, just giving it a good clean on the floor. I typically would do like on my hands and knees deep scrub, but I just don't feel like it needs it right now. That is how you are able to keep your bathroom cleanings really quick, because the last time I cleaned in here I did a thorough deep cleaning of the floor, and it just doesn't quite need it yet. So I'm just going to do a quick cleaning. This floor has taken me maybe 5 minutes. I did 5 minutes on the toilet that I didn't record because I don't really think that's necessary. Y'all know how to clean a toilet. And then I did did 10 minutes in the shower and then 10-minute deep clean on the mirror, sink, and the vanity front. And there you have it, 30 minutes. This bathroom is completely deep cleaned. Here is how everything turned out in the bathroom. If you enjoyed this style of content, please go ahead and hit that like button. It'll let me know to make more. Push that subscribe button because we're going to have more videos coming up, decorating and all types of stuff on my channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more.